Batman 31.
Yeah.
Tom King, Mikel Janin on the art. So this is the next part of the War Jokes and Riddles. We've come back in after our second Kite Man interlude, which comes into play. Yeah, hell yeah, of course. And basically this one, we get a little scene at the start with the Joker kind of tricking someone into... Like he basically says, you'll always remember me, and he makes him promise, like, even in a day, even in a second. And then he says a knock-knock joke, and when he says who, but you said you'd remember me, Blade. Like, dark as shit. Great, love it. But most of the issue then is all kind of around the one thing. It's like, okay, we know where the Joker is, thanks to Kite Man from his issue. We need to get in, but there's a bomb wire to go off if anyone goes into the building. So... Batman set Catwoman, still loves Janin, drawing her in that costume, that classic outfit.
The classic purple.
Fantastic. Yep. And Joker sees her, shoots at her, and she falls, and there's this big dramatic moment. And I like that it cuts to present day, because Batman's like, yeah, I'm sorry I did that. I put you in danger. And then she cracks a little innuendo about, oh, don't ever apologise for any position you put me in, Bruce. I
like that there's some levity, because the story's been pretty heavy.
Oh, it is. Although this one's actually probably the most uplifting one we've had since it started, because...
See what you did there with uplifting.
There you go. Because it had some kind of uplifting payoff to like some of the darker stuff. Because last issue we talked a lot about Kite Man giving himself over to Riddler, even though Riddler killed his son. Like, that is really dark and depressing, and Batman having to live with it, he's letting this happen.
Yep.
But it turns out, like, because Riddler's actually like questioning Batman, he's like, oh, I'm not leaving you alone with Joker. You've got plans within plans. I know how to outthink you. And it's like, okay, right, so the glass isn't triggered to go off the bomb, so we're going to go in. And it's like, yep, we got Kite Man. And Batman, the sly bugger, he's playing like he doesn't want to. He's like, oh, this is a bad idea. He makes Riddler be the one it sounds like he's the one who wants to do it. So they all go in kites. There's some comedy with Croc not being able to, he's too heavy for the kite. Yeah. So we get that big, great double-page spread of all these characters flying in kites. It's
Riddler's crew, so it's Clayface and Poison Ivy
and Croc and
Two-Face,
Firefly's there, although Firefly doesn't need a kite because he's Firefly. He can fly anyway. He's good.
He's got his wings, jetpack.
I don't think I was expecting a two-page spread of all these characters flying in kites.
No, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. But they get in, Riddler cracks some lines, he beats up Joker, and it's like, okay, now we've kind of solved this, and lo and behold, Riddler decides to turn on Batman. He was planning this all along. All of his goonies are all there. They all turn around. They're pointing their guns at Batman, and that's when he realized, plan within a plan. Kite Man developed all those kites, and he modified Firefly's pack there. Hit the button, and they all have parachutes that all go out the window, and it drags them all out of the building. It's fantastic. This is a great moment.
It's basically what Batman did to the Hong Kong banker.
And Dark Knight, yeah, kind of.
In The Dark Knight, for the quick evac shoot. And that was really cool. And I like that Riddler basically waited, and he was going to do this in front of Joker, just as an extra dig. He's like, yeah, that's right, I won. I even took down Batman.
Yeah.
And I'm like, did you?
It's great character stuff. And the best part about it, though, is that afterwards... Riddler's like, he can't believe that Kite Man led to this, like, him failing.
Yep.
And he's like, Kite Man? And he's like, Kite Man, hell yeah. And obviously Riddler punches before he can finish it. But this, compared to last issue, when the hell yeah was so deflated and it was so in your face, Kite Man. The fact
he's got a smirk.
Kite Man getting this win, like, you took my son from me, I took your war from you. Screw you. It's such a fist-pumping hell yeah moment. Literally, hell yeah.
So, remind me, Rooftops is set before all this?
Yeah, this is like, I think this is the ideas here. This is them in bed after the proposal, and he's telling this story to.
Well, no, Rooftops was the Bat and Cat stuff. That's where that was introduced, and that's where the Kite Man Hellman came from.
Oh, that's right.
So is Kite Man still a joke? Is that present day or is that before? Is that one of their first adventures?
Oh no, Kite Man's present day because they had their current costumes in that story.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's still kind of a joke, but he still helped, Batman save the day.
I think that's why, because he says that's the end of Kite Man, like when he gets punched, but I think he just means that's the end of Kite Man in this story. Like, he's played his part here.
Well, they kind of set him up to be kind of this anti-hero. Like, they had a miniseries. Like, if Tom King had time, which we know he doesn't between Batman and Mr. Miracle, to do like a Kite Man mini.
Hey, maybe
I could kind of see it.
Maybe after Mr. Miracle's done, he'll do a Kite Man run. Man,
yeah, it was a really good moment.
How much do we care about Kite Man now, thanks to Tom King? This is insane.
I almost feel like he added that hell yeah when that Kite Man hell yeah became kind of like this meme. Like he adapted the story around Kite Man, unless that was his goal from the beginning, which I don't doubt.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been.
Because Kite Man hell yeah has become like this thing, and it's throughout comics right now. I think most people reading comics are now a fan of Kite Man. Like they're reading this book. It's crazy. It's kind of what Bendis did with some of those Daredevil villains.
Do you know what I love about it? It's kind of like it's kind of almost like a sort of like a self-esteem boost. It's like, yeah, he's this goofy villain who's got a stupid name, but he embraces it and loves who he is. It's very empowering in a really weird way. It's kind of cool.
It is.
So fair play to him. Mr. King, you've done it again. So we end the issue with Batman, Joker, and Riddler in the room on their own. He's finally got them both together, and this is where he sort of says to Catwoman in present day, right, this is where the thing goes down. The thing that you need to know about me before you make the choice, and you know whether you can forgive me. It's like, okay, right. So some of the obvious things we thought, I feel like have been ruled out now because he's kind of like ended the war almost. Yeah. So he's in the room. Yeah. I'm not sure where it's going, but I'm excited. We got one more issue of this.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Between this issue and the dinner issue, I almost want to take back every bad thing I said during I Am Suicide. Still not a big fan of that story, but like, I said stuff like King really doesn't understand Batman. No, he does. Like, it was just, it's taken me however many issues this is.
Janet as well, but King for me, like, I enjoyed his first Batman arc. It wasn't amazing, but I thought it was strong stuff for the most part. Then I loved I Am Suicide. I mean, admittedly, largely heightened by the art because that's when Janin first came in. And then we all loved I Am Bane. Like, we were really impressed with most of that. Outside of that one bullshit cliffhanger with the Robins, that was the only thing in that entire arc that bothered us. And then I've loved the Catwoman interludes, and that issue where he actually asked her to marry him, when he's up with Gotham Girl at the top of that tower in broad daylight. That was beautiful stuff, and this is becoming a fantastic run, and it doesn't seem like it's got an end in sight either, which is great. Keep going. Go as long as you want, Tom. It's fine.